Have you ever felt like something changed in your relationship, but you couldn't explain it? Maybe the conversations became colder. Maybe the affection disappeared. Maybe your partner suddenly started guiding their phone like it contained state secrets. And the worst part, your instincts keep whispering something isn't right. Cheating rarely starts with a confession. It usually begins with small changes, hidden behaviors, emotional distance, and strange patterns that slowly destroy trust. Now, this video is not about making you paranoid. Not every late reply means betrayal. Not every argument means someone is cheating. But sometimes the signs are there long before the truth comes out. In today's video, I will uncover 10 powerful red flags that may reveal your partner is secretly cheating, emotionally or physically. And number 10, it is the sign many people ignore until it is too late. Stay with me. Red flag number 1. They suddenly become overprotective of their phone. One of the biggest signs of hidden cheating is sudden secrecy with devices. Before, their phone could lie on the bed for hours. Now, it never leaves their hand. They turn the screen away when texting. They suddenly use passwords you never knew about. Notifications disappear instantly. Calls are taken in another room, and if you casually ask who messaged them, they become defensive. Why are you checking my phone? Don't you trust me? You are overthinking. But notice this carefully. Privacy is normal. Extreme secrecy is different. When someone fears being exposed, they begin controlling access to information, and many people notice this change before they discover the truth, especially when their partner suddenly sleeps with the phone under the pillow, carries it everywhere, deletes chats constantly, uses do not disturb at odd hours, smiles at messages they refuse to explain. Sometimes the phone becomes the first wall between two people, and once emotional secrecy begins, emotional distance usually follows. Red flag number 2, their schedule suddenly changes. Another major warning sign is unexplained schedule changes. Suddenly, they are working late more often, taking mysterious trips, spending weekends, busy, becoming unavailable at strange hours, and somehow the explanation never fully makes sense. Now, yes, people can genuinely become busy, but when someone cheats, they need one thing: time. Time to text, time to call, time to meet another person, time to hide activities. That is why routines often change first. A partner who used to rush home may suddenly prefer staying out longer. Someone who loved spending weekends with you now constantly has plans, and when questioned, their stories become inconsistent. One day they say they were with friends, another day the timeline changes. Small details stop matching. Cheating often creates confusion because lies are hard to maintain perfectly over time. And deep down, your intuition notices the gaps before your mind accepts them. Red flags number 3. They start picking fights for no reason. This one surprises many people. Sometimes a cheating partner becomes unusually argumentative. Why? Because guilt changes behavior. A person hiding betrayal may become irritated more easily. Tiny issues suddenly become massive fights. You ask a simple question and they explode. You mention feeling distant and they accuse you of being dramatic. Sometimes they subconsciously create conflict to justify their actions. If they can convince themselves the relationship is bad, they feel less guilty about cheating. This is why some partners suddenly say things like, "You never understand me." You have changed. I am tired of this relationship. Even when nothing major happened. They may also become emotionally cold after arguments instead of trying to reconnect. And over time, constant tension begins replacing peace. Healthy relationships solve problems together. But when someone emotionally checks out, conflict becomes easier than connection. Red flag number 4. They stop showing affection. One painful red flag is sudden emotional withdrawal. The affection fades, the warmth disappears, the connection feels forced. Maybe they stop holding your hand, saying, I love you, complimenting you, spending quality time together. Sometimes intimacy changes too. Either it disappears completely or suddenly becomes strange and inconsistent. Why does this happen? Because emotional energy is limited. When affection and attention are invested elsewhere, the relationship at home often suffers. A cheating partner may become emotionally detached because their mind is divided. And sadly, many people feel this before they ever discover evidence. They describe it as, it felt like I was living with a stranger. That emotional distance can be one of the loudest silent warnings. Red flag number 5, they accuse you of cheating. This is called projection, and it happens more often than people realize. A cheating partner may suddenly become suspicious of you. They ask, who are you texting? Why were you online late? Are you hiding something? Even when you have done nothing wrong. Why? Because guilty people sometimes project their own behavior onto others. Their mind becomes filled with suspicion because they themselves are being dishonest, and sometimes accusing you becomes a distraction tactic. If you are busy defending yourself, you stop questioning them. It creates confusion. You start feeling guilty for simply existing. Meanwhile, the real problem stays hidden. Pay attention if these accusations appear suddenly and without reason, especially if trust never used to be a major issue before. Red flag number 6. They care about their appearance more than ever. Now, before misunderstanding this point, improving appearance is not automatically cheating. People naturally evolve, grow, and improve themselves. But sudden extreme changes combined with secrecy can become suspicious. For example, new clothes out of nowhere, heavy focus on appearance, new perfume or cologne, intense gym obsession, looking perfect for simple errands, especially if the effort is no longer directed toward the relationship. You may notice they suddenly care deeply about impressing someone, but it doesn't feel like it is you anymore. And when asked, they become defensive instead of open. Cheating often creates a desire to appear more attractive because someone new is involved. And many partners notice these dramatic changes long before discovering the truth. Red flag number 7. They become emotionally unavailable. This red flag hurts deeply because it feels lonely. You can sit beside them and still feel emotionally abandoned. Conversations become shallow. They stop asking about your day. They stop listening carefully. They seem mentally elsewhere. Even during important moments, you laugh together less. You bond less. You feel disconnected, and every attempt to reconnect feels one-sided. Emotional cheating often starts before physical cheating. Sometimes another person becomes their emotional comfort zone, and gradually the intimacy that belonged to the relationship gets transferred elsewhere. This emotional absence can quietly destroy relationship from the inside, because love is not only physical presence, it is emotional presence too. Red flag number 8. Their stories stop making sense. Lies are difficult to manage consistently. Eventually, details begin falling apart. You notice contradictions, missing timelines, strange explanation, half truths. Maybe they said they were at work, but later mentioned being somewhere else. Maybe they become vague when discussing their day. Maybe simple questions suddenly make them nervous. A truthful person usually remembers reality easily, but someone hiding things often struggles to keep stories aligned. And over time, confusion increases. One of the strongest warning signs is when your instincts constantly feel unsettled because reality no longer matches their words. Trust depends on consistency. Without it, doubt grows rapidly. Red flag number 9. Your gut feelings keep screaming. People ignore intuition too often. Sometimes your mind notices patterns before your heart accepts them. You feel uneasy, anxious, emotionally unsafe, constantly suspicious without clear proof. Now, intuition alone is not evidence, but repeated behavioral changes combined with strong instinct should not be dismissed completely. Many people later say, I knew something was wrong, I just didn't want to believe it. Your subconscious notices. Tone changes, energy shifts, inconsistency, emotional withdrawal, even when you cannot fully explain it. And why it is important not to jump to conclusions. It is also important not to ignore repeated warning signs that deeply affect your peace. Red flag number 10. They stop investing in the relationship. This is one of the most heartbreaking signs. They stop trying. No effort, no emotional investment, no interest in fixing problems. The relationship begins surviving on your energy alone. You initiate conversations, you plan dates, you try to reconnect. Meanwhile, they seem emotionally checked out. Why? Because sometimes their emotional attention has already moved elsewhere. A cheating partner may slowly detach from the relationship before physically leaving it. And this creates a painful imbalance where one person fights for the relationship while the other quietly drifts away. Love requires effort. When effort disappears completely, something deeper is often wrong. Here's my final message. If you recognized several of these signs, don't panic immediately. One sign alone does not prove cheating. Healthy relationships go through stress, emotional distance, and difficult seasons. But repeated patterns combined with secrecy, dishonesty, and emotional withdrawal should never be ignored. The most important thing is communication. Talk honestly, ask direct questions, pay attention to actions, not just words, because trust is the foundation of every strong relationship. And once trust is broken, rebuilding it takes enormous effort from both people. Remember this: you deserve honesty, you deserve respect, you deserve peace in your relationship. Never beg someone to value you while they secretly destroy your trust. If this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need to hear this today. Thanks for watching. I love you. God bless you.